Craig, hello.
Hey, Craig, I do apologize
bestie.
I
for
was
earlier.
sad.
You did not need to hear
Don't
that, Craig. We're so
I,
sorry.
I wiped his memory. It's
disregard
We
fine.
should
your
recap
apologies.
him on what he didn't hear.
Hey, Craig,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? You missed out on the
You
hot
got your
tea.
memory erased. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
No, let me
What?
replace the memory with, hey, did you know somebody wanted to take a shit and they didn't? Like, what the fuck?
Yes,
Why?
and it was Luke.
The one who points fingers needs to take the biggest dump.
He took us to the bathroom with him to take
Yeah.
that dump,
Can
man.
you
It was awful.
imagine?
In privacy. We don't have to imagine. That's the thing. We don't want to imagine. I don't know.
This is gonna look great on YouTube.
This is fine. This is not the worst
This is the
things.
content you've signed for.
Sometimes
Totally.
I forgot
Sign
to
your
put on
soul
Like
away.
and
listed.
subscribe if you want more content like this.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget to put unlisted, so there are 2 of the recaps that are public.
And you could just unlist it, dummy.
Yeah.
Nah.
Don't
Oh,
me.
Maybe the algorithm gods will one day yoink that random video and show it
Yeah.
to everyone.
That's true.
And the first thing they'll hear is about us talking about poop.
No, that depends on how I upload this one.
But that's the thing, though. Taking a shit is a normal human biological need.
That's true.
Everyone does
You
it.
bad. Exactly. It'll be really bad.
Yes,
Yeah.
but-
You will need.
Yes, but since
You'll need
the
to get
age of the
surgery for
Greeks,
that.
people have considered basic nature to be beneath them.
Well,
wow.
you're not from that era. You're a modern day city. You're a city boy. So
very
you need to take a
human.
shit like a city boy.
Little boy.
It's a very
City
human to hold
toilet.
that opinion.
I'm entitled to my own
City.
opinion. Thanks.
City, 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 city.
City.
Bap, 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 bap. Now we'll finally have some YouTube audio, I guess.
I do not think so. That'll be part of OBS, but it won't be part of Craig because Craig hates the activities section. There's not enough room for activities.
But we gotta mix that.
Bad.
No, too much. I wonder who's recommended these are based off, or it's just completely empty. I imagine the activities are just completely empty.
My God, ads, get out of fucking here.
I know.
Mm.
I keep seeing crab. It's telling me something.
You're seeing a crab?
No, grab food.
Oh, grab. I heard crab, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck does a crustacean have to do with this?
Everything.
Fair enough. Real. Oh my God, that is the second ad in a row. Stop it.
For real.
Whenever you open a new video, it gives you an ad.
Yeah.
What is
Ugh.
this?
Stop
Ah.
switching video.
Oh, Mang Inasal.
Stop it.
I love how you're getting like Mang Inasal and I'm just getting the Dubizzle fucking property ads. Like I'm tired. I don't want
Telling you
property.
something.
I think
Real
it's different
estate.
from every region.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
different for every region. But also,
What are you getting though,
why can't
Kuya? Since we're in the same country.
I ignore it. I think it's Maya.
Oh, Pay
Oh,
Maya.
Pay Maya?
Yep, so it's definitely just whatever region.
Ooh. Sorry, ignore my
Money.
ooh.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is such a fancy wait, what?
What?
Isn't it like afternoon right now? In game? Is it?
Like barely.
Doesn't
Yeah, but
doesn't
we're in a
matter
fancy
what
home.
Yes.
exactly. He's a
Yeah,
Yeah,
fancy
no,
said
I'm
he
just
boy.
trying to make sure
He said
I
he'd get
am
some
remembering
play music for you.
properly.
So there's just some people
You
on the
gotta play
stage
music
playing
for his
music.
fiance.
Well, guests in
I'm gonna
general,
choke.
really.
Oh, I
Yep.
guess we're just extras.
Orchid can tell you that he plays music for random city folk as well. So this is fairly common behavior for him.
He's
Common
such
behavior.
a guy who does
He's such a
things.
dude.
He is
Yeah.
indeed a dude.
He's such a dude, you know, just a guy. Just a dude.
Guying it up.
My guy, dude.
Yeah, a guy who just got a fresh haircut.
Guy
That was actually
dude.
fun.
That was actually what?
That was actually
What?
funny. He took like haircut 5 minutes before meeting the guest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like shit. Somebody
I feel like
wants the haircut.
I mean that still sounds like what's the word? It's still on brand and in character. If he did that, it's like, yeah, no, I kinda wouldn't put it past him to do that.
It's just the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, just
Presentation's
just
important.
some dude. Just some dude with deep pockets and you know, a lot of influence. Some dude.
At least in this
And
area.
history with
Mm.
I
Garrett.
don't want I don't want to hear it. Not today. We're not gonna
Audible,
start that.
audible insults reaction. Alright.
Sorry, I was in the middle of trying not to choke on my spit when I heard that. I was like, hold on. Hold on to go through puberty because couldn't decide on a fucking bitch. Excuse me. Don't bring drama where there's none. Just stop it.
There's always drama. Always.
I don't want
Okay,
to hear that from you either.
I
We're
will say,
all-
I'm gonna pull away Iris and Gareth later when we start the session.
You're gonna pull people away at some point.
Yeah. Let's make some
Why?
drama. Let's make tea, bestie.
So no, I don't want to make tea.
I'm afraid you have to listen to them since you're pretending to be their servant.
Yeah.
I know. I can. Oops, never mind. I'm about to say
You
that.
can do a
Thank God
power play for this too.
I think Orchid is more bodyguard. She technically doesn't have to listen if it's for their safety. Hmm.
Yeah, just checking. You got quiet there, Mikey, but so be it.
Oh, right. I did just kick my microphone away.
I stopped doing that.
It's in a chair. I should be in the chair, but the microphone's in the chair instead.
No. I feel like
What?
that's such a
The
curse.
microphone gets chair privileges.
What was I saying?
Do
Who
you
cares?
not
It don't
have a
matter.
You were
desk,
a bodyguard, so you
Mikey?
really don't have to listen if it's something about
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah. Safety. Right. I can ignore things.
Safety.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Somebody just pause it.
Ooh.
Was what?
I think I might be getting some connection. Fuck it is.
Someone keeps pausing it, or
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Anyway,
Yeah, I
Alright.
think so.
that'll do. Now, I believe the exact moment we left on was Leon saying, "You need anything else, or should I go?" That was the exact moment we left off on. Right after he said he would make a sending stone for Mako.
wait, I didn't get my turn talking to him yet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what. That's
I remember
for.
that's where we left off.
Yep.
Him
You
talking
want to
to
pull up the
Alpec and
video,
Rizal.
and you can see the exact part of the conversation we left off on. or is just being told good enough for you, either?
I actually have some questions for him.
Okay, well, he's came to say his piece. So if you want his attention, now's the chance to get it. He's
Okay, while he's
walked
doing that,
with similar wizard
I'm
robes as
gonna pull
before.
away.
They're now covered in paint, and they would be fancy if they weren't covered in paint and dirt. So he seems to have been gotten his hands in some dirt outside as well, some gardening.
What's his name? Carlos said.
Nope, not Ika.
Who is
This is
this?
Leon. This is Leon that's been done
Wait,
this.
where's Icar? I want to
Ika,
talk to Carlos said.
Ika, no, Ika is still having conversations with people. He's just
Okay,
finished.
I'll wait for my turn.
He just finished asking Iris some things and was going to move on to the kobolds and Alzek. I think he asked Alzek some questions. And then Leon came in and interrupted him before he could move on to New Bazaar. Do you want to say
Yeah,
anything
no
to Leon
issues.
before he leaves, or we're just going to let him scoot
No,
out?
let him go.
Wow. He didn't take his chance to
Bizarre.
talk
Hold on.
to Leon.
Bizarre doesn't have anything to do with Leon.
They're like new
Harry
person.
does.
Not to say it's like Eru does. Eru has business.
I have business with that man, but we'll talk later.
Real talk.
Wink,
Even
wink.
talk
Wink.
Wink, wink.
Wink.
How
Wink,
is
wink.
we're gonna have a conversation?
A private conversation.
For us to know and for you to find out.
I feel like I'd be privy to this information as Leon's personal guardian.
We'll sneak out. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
What?
Well, suit yourself. Well, no, okay.
No.
Enjoy
You'll get
this. This. This- It should take me about a day. And he leaves, trailing a bit of paint and paint across the floors, a little bit of mud, and a servant that was attending him walks in and cleans it up as he leaves. It's literally just somebody following him, cleaning up any dirt he has around him. But and you see them come back later on after he's returned to his room. But that one the one following around seems a little gloomy. Yeah. I hope now that that's sorted. Where was I? Oh, right. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting many kobolds around here. So, where are you from? You like the place? Your name? I am directly
hello.
Bazaar. Hello, you chipper.
Yes, I am. My name is Bizarre. We came from the south.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna. Do you mind? I'm just gonna note that down. It's like a
what?
little.
What's the
I
note
don't like.
for?
I don't want to forget anyone's name.
Oh, so you're writing all the names that you knew?
Yeah, it double clicks it, clicks the little pocket watch looking thing with a gem on it, and it just sprawls a long list of names that's well
Do we
over.
see this?
Yeah, it's basically a item that's got in encode thoughts and then saved it to a database. You see
Real
your name
quick, can
float around
I
that and then go into the item, and then just a huge list alphabetically ordered that pops up.
real quick, can I scan the name and see if I can find someone I know. I will go since
You're
I noticed
currently
that it's alphabetical. Can I go for L to see if the name Lars
he's
is
controlling
there?
it. You'd have to take it off him to get it yourself.
Damn it!
It's currently on the B's because that's where you're at. But you see, as it's scrolling up there, there's over 1,000. There's over 1,000 names easily.
Ooh, so you've already met a lot of people,
It's part of the job, and may as well enjoy it.
and you haven't met any kobold around this area.
I've met some. They don't frequent here though.
That's interesting. What kind of kobolds are there?
I don't really know much about kobolds, so I can't tell you much.
Someone's still reading his mind, right?
Yeah, me. Surface thoughts.
Do you see what kind of kobold he knew while we discussed this topic? I'm kind of metagaming, but I want to know.
I'm probably like listening in. I'm probably observing. So sure.
Because I want to know if the reason why I'm asking the kobold's question if he met any kobolds because I want to know if the kobolds that he knew are the red kobolds that we were fighting.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's kind of that's like the main question. Like, what does he know about the kobolds?
Yeah. But as bizarre, he doesn't really do insight checks. So I want some. I'm fishing it. I'm fishing for somebody else to do an insight for me.
Well, Bizarre is curious about it. That even if it's not his usual behavior, he's curious about it no matter what. Just
Yep.
because that's what he's here for. What thoughts would he come of kobolds? There's those guys, but don't want to talk about them. And that's when he says that he can't tell you much about kobolds since he doesn't know much about them.
And Mako learned that. Okay. I don't know that she knew, but that's fine. Fine as a player. Okay.
Sorry, one
Interesting.
second. He gets a message
God
magically,
damn it.
and uh, you would since it's directly to the forts, uh, Marco can read the message as well, if that's the fort you choose to focus on.
Sure.
Yeah, it's from Leon. Uh, by the way, somebody is using magic to read your mind, so you might want to turn up your security.
Mm.
Mitch.
Oh.
Oof.
I'm gonna close like
Mm.
the channel of like I'm gonna stop
Okay.
reading.
Sorry about that. Seems somebody's being spying on me. Do you mind if I just disable divination magic in this area? Just leans over to
Oh,
one of
you
the
can do
gems
that?
in his countertop and it sputters out, and then you see and Marco notices that the dust that allowed the divination gets completely disabled.
So interesting. Do you often find people spying on you?
I talk about some pretty important things.
That's fair. Actually, not so long ago, we've been passing through the villages before reaching the manor. We asked the people who live there, and they mentioned that sometimes you meet, actually, not just sometimes, you meet them a lot to ask for or ask about their well beings. That's actually interesting for a leader. It's so benevolent of you.
I appreciate that, but if you don't want people to leave the area, it's only fair that you give them what they need.
Fair enough.
It's
So
unfortunate that the area is too big for me to do it in some of the outskirt towns, unfortunately.
I see. Well, if you don't mind me being forward, since our ladyship here traveled so far just to reach your manor, and you seem like you're a well-traveled man, meeting a lot of people, then you probably have some personal collection of yours. We noticed, of course, you have that dagger. It's a dagger
Yeah, it's a
that has
heirloom.
been passed
It's
down.
yeah, it's family heirloom that
Do
made
you
by Agnar Losen.
Oh, do you have any other personal collections? I would really love to have a tour around your manor, if that's okay with the ladyship. And I look at Mako asking for approval.
Oh, of course, Bizarre. On that topic, Iris, Gara, would you care to join me at the balcony?
So that's towards Orchid and Noel, but their code
Yes.
names. How do you two respond?
As you wish, my
Yes, ma'am.
lady.
Okay, good. And then I nod my head like at Bizarre, Alsec, and Ikar and exit the conversation.
Okay. Well, feel I'll be here if you need anything. Uh, the bazaar. You're of course you're allowed to roam around. Some house rules though. Uh,
Mhm.
please leave the staff area alone. They work very hard. Uh,
That's fair.
there's one area behind curtains. It's a bit messy, so I'd really rather you not go in there. Personal. And I spend a lot of my time in my office, so please don't go in there and make a mess.
I promise I won't make a mess.
Thank thank you. I don't have that many things for a collection, but honestly, the only things that I keep that might be interesting like that is the heirloom, which I don't know much about it. Like, I think it's just for decoration and stuff that my family's been tasked to keep safe, so I can't really show you those either. No, you don't get much magic around here. I could probably show you some of the stuff I've been working on, but
Ooh, you
I,
also
I'm
work on magical trinkets?
I'm I try to dabble, but I'm not very good at it. I've had Leon trying to teach me, but I just don't have time for it. So so I won't be able to show you anything impressive.
It's great. I think for a mansion this big, I'll probably find something interesting. But as I promised, I won't make a mess.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff on the first floor is for functioning and maintaining the dining hall. So I'm not sure how much interesting stuff you'll find there. There is Leon's room. His room's pretty interesting, and a lot of the rooms are guest rooms that are empty. So I apologize. There won't be too much in as many interesting things as you'd like. Like if you'd like, I can bring some things in for you. The magical research square is not far from here. I could have them bring some stuff in for you to look at.
Ooh. Yes, please. But maybe I don't really want to take much of your time. Maybe.
No, please. You, as you said, with Lady Consuela, have spent a long time to travel here, so it's only right that I try to entertain you, make sure you enjoy your stay here.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I consider
reminds me.
myself the personal mark, the personal person in charge of advertising for my county. So
That's most gracious of you. That also reminds me, and I look at Mako. Your ladyship,
As
are
they're
we
We
about
are
going
to
to?
currently
leave.
at the balcony.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
yeah,
literally like walking out.
are we going to stay back in the inn tonight? And I say it out loud to make it look like, or to make sure that a car would offer their home for us to
Oh no,
stay
no,
in
He's
for
like
already
the night.
offered.
uh, he
Okay,
already
okay,
offered that to us like
okay, good.
last session.
Then I won't do
We
that. Good. I guess yeah. I'll start exploring slash scouting the manor as soon as the car leaves.
If you're waiting for Ikar to leave, he's not going to end the conversation. He'll keep talking until it looks like you've had enough, or you tell him you've had enough,
I guess I'll say
or some emergency pops up. That's generally how he how he handles.
I guess I'll hold the conversation for a little bit longer and I'll say I guess it's time for me and my brother to look around the area. Thank you for taking us in for the night.
Of course. Yes. I don't. I still didn't get much details about where you're from.
Oh,
Other
I
than
think
it's
my
very
brother, yeah.
on a mountain peak and surrounded. It sounds very interesting. Just you don't
Chris,
get.
haven't you visited any kinds of mountain or haven't you had any mountain climbing experience before? You should
No,
because it's very, very calming. Well, for us, bubble that.
that sounds enjoyable actually. But
You probably should
if I
go.
ever catch myself having some free time, I would be happy to see where you come from.
Awesome. I'll be glad to take you on a tour.
Now you just
And
seem
I,
thinking, I don't. When's the next time I have any free time?
it's okay. It's very understandable that you're busy. But anytime you need me, you know who to contact. I probably should ask with the ladyship about this, but I guess you guys are about to get married, so I shrug.
You shrug. That it has been arranged, and we have confirmed. I will be tutoring the younger brother first. So once that's concluded, then we can talk about a date. But I don't. I'm sure you've heard plenty about it traveling here. Yeah, I'd rather talk about my guests themselves than any particular event relating to me. But you want to explore, so feel free. I'm going to get back to work. If anybody needs anything, I will gladly try my best to acquire it. Simply knock on my office door, and I will try my best. And please share with the rest of you. As Bazaar was the last person at the table, so as soon as he leaves, Ikar's like, I'm not going to sit at a table by myself and entertain myself. That is a waste of time. I have a currency to earn. If somebody wants to talk with me, I would be happy to do it. That's basically what's just happened.
Poor guy. He was left alone at his own
Oh,
table.
So sad. I should have taken him with
Just
me
a
going on the
guy.
yeah.
tour.
Not
You can go
he
get him
really
if you
is
want.
like workaholic, I
No,
guess.
because I'm scouting.
He needs to be taken on a date by his fiance.
Or X.
Okay. Uh, I will say like
Or
while
both.
Bizarre and
Ooh,
Gar were
spicy.
having a conversation, like Mako, it's like looking like they're not really looking at the view at the balcony. She's like looking at the car and then like side eyeing Noel and I Orchid. And she just Noel, you uh Gareth,
No,
you are
quote looks at her.
I'm sure nobody heard that. It's all good.
Yes, my lady.
it is hush hush, so
I mean, Car definitely didn't hear it. He was in a bubble of silence.
yeah. I do have to ask, you do have um and she looks very awkward, like trying to like take the words out of her mouth. You do have experience with relationships, right?
I'm sorry, my lady. Can you repeat that once again? I don't think I quite heard
You do have
what you said quite.
experience with relationships. If not, how
Okay, so I
about
didn't mishear it the first time.
Iris?
The freaking orchid. She just starts shaking her head like, "Nuh-uh, nope, never."
All
Insight
right,
check.
then I'll have to rely on Gareth.
Insight check.
Who knew?
What do you want to try and what are you trying to figure out here?
Yeah, that was
No experience, or is this just like the immediate denial? So, experience. Do I believe that she says she
I
has
mean,
Yeah.
no experience and actually mean it? Do I believe it?
it's the truth.
Oh, your insight.
We just have to make sure that you don't have
Yeah.
any past relationship.
Iris, you're inciting
Yeah.
Iris.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Orchid's never
Yes,
had the
I'm
chance to have
inciting
a
Iris.
relationship.
I don't know
I'm pretty
that.
sure Orchid's never had the chance to have a relationship.
Okay.
We don't know that. Who knows?
I don't know that. Shut
I mean,
up. I don't know that.
Maybe there's a secret room, so we don't know at all.
Actually, maybe there was a childhood friend. Maybe there was
If there
a
is,
childhood friend.
yeah, if they have
Yeah.
a childhood friend, they're probably dead.
No, don't say that.
So sad. So sad. I could cry.
If
Not really.
Orchid has had a past relationship, it will have been retconned in.
Oh.
Just now.
Yeah.
Just now.
But
Yeah,
no.
delete this from my
But-
past.
We making
But
it
do-
official. Orchid's never had a relationship.
Nuh-uh.
Nah,
She has not.
We're making it official. Nah,
She
we're
has
making it
not.
official.
She has never had a relationship, and that's official.
There we go.
It's in the
canon now.
books.
It's
Canon.
canon.
She's a
Craig has
newbie. If you took
witnessed.
her out on a date, it would be terribly awkward.
Oh, I feel that.
It's okay, Orchid. I can take you out on a date and show you how it's done.
No.
Ooh,
No.
being forward.
No.
Saying that out loud, like, no, I'm good.
No. I don't know. Depends.
No,
Does he
that
say
was
that out
I
loud?
saying that.
Legit calling her orchid.
That is right.
Thank God.
No, that's me
Orchid
saying
punches Noel.
Bless
You know,
bless
If you,
you.
if you
punch me. I
say,
want
say
I
you
want that.
or
Punch
Orchid,
me.
I would assume you would be saying that out loud. So
Orchid will take
No.
Rice out on a date. There
I
you
say
go.
that nice. I would
Oh.
take Orchid out on a
Oh,
fucking date. What do you mean?
Orchid would be interested, not in Rice, not Noel.
You know what? That's fair. Wait, I choked on water.
Noel's
back to the RP.
he's such a complicated little man. Or big
Or is
man,
he
I
like
guess. I
doing
don't know.
insight checks on
He's
Iris?
still young though.
Average kind of dude.
Just a dude.
Everyone's
You
just a dude. Am I actually rolling for the insight check?
No, we
Well,
we
I-
No,
made it
no.
official. There's no
That
point.
was.
Okay.
Oh.
There you go.
We will be
That's visceral.
having
Hey.
no walls.
Anyways.
Yes. So where's this conversation leading? thing.
She needs
Like
to
he's
know
Gareth
how
still
to
was
waiting
woo her
for an
looking
answer
boyfriend.
from
like,
the girl.
Marco has gotten
what
a
was I
definitive
did not
nope,
hear.
nope, 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 and a no answer from Gareth. And then Gareth has continued not to say anything when you said I'll have to rely on Gareth's experience. That's where we are currently at. Where are we taking this?
Gareth is just
She's looking for advice.
obvious confusion on Gareth's face. He's not really sure supposed to say statements, so he's sort of deliberating. Should be saying. And then he sighs. What would my ship like to know, really?
What does it mean for someone to blank when they're looking at their fiance? I I have never touched romance novels or anything like that. I have no experience whatsoever.
Cough.
There's. Am I allowed to be frank with you, milady?
When have you ever not been frank with me? Just go.
By your lead, I suppose. Well, w- let me paint the picture a bit. What do you mean? I go blank. There's a lot of ways to interpret what you're saying.
I'm gonna like put my fan up on my face so no one can read my lips, just in case. And I like whisper to Gareth and Iris. Well, I was listening in a little, and whenever he faced me, and whenever thoughts of me just surfaced, nothing, nothing was there. It was just blank.
It was the quietest his brain got whenever throughout the entire conversation. You, to be fair, you only put up the detect thoughts after the others came into the room,
Yeah.
so you've no idea what he was thinking during the actual negotiation.
Yep.
So, the thoughts have quieted, as you've said, whenever it came to you.
Well, yes. He seems to have a lot more interest in you, Gareth, and
Right,
Iris.
why on earth would
He
they
was
have
most
an
interested in
interest in
Bazaar.
your servant? You don't know that. Do we? Do we know that?
Nope, you do know that. Yeah, it was on his thoughts that, well, they don't want to talk, so I don't want to bother them. And then he's like, oh, you're chipper, and the thoughts were immediately like, okay, I can talk to this person and appreciate it. Hate it. Exactly what I was looking for.
Of course, I'm a delight.
You are
That's
a something.
he was really hoping that somebody would engage with his conversation.
Aw, poor guy. We left him on red.
Oh,
And I'm just like trying to explain to like Gareth. Well, haven't you noticed? He seems to be more interested in talking to anyone else, and he seems to be more relaxed around other people.
Mhm.
Has it perhaps occurred to you, milady, that his interest may have shifted to others? Dealing with you, his fiance, is a lot for him? Perhaps he's to convert somebody who he's, for the lack of a better explanation, soon to be romantically with?
That's nonsense. There's no romance in this. She makes hand signals. setup. Anyway, let's cut this short. I did hear something else.
Eta, what did my
I
lady hear?
it I'm not sure what Bizarre was talking about with Ikar, since I was not
Neither do
within the
we,
earshot,
really.
but I did hear Ikar's thoughts that quote unquote there are those kobolds, but I can't talk about them. Now that's information for you to dig further. None of my business.
Hmm.
Thank you so much.
The pigeon in the corner, just
Honestly,
like,
Yes.
thank you so much. It's chilling on the balcony. Thank you. Just for a bit of set dressing, this balcony is attached and
Jesus.
completely and separate from the second floor on the dining room, and it overlooks the rest of the city. See, so it's
Mm, oh, that's pretty.
and it's right smack dab in the middle of a residential area. So there's houses with this large research facility to the left, and a ginormous willowy tree in the distance to the right. It's very slender and tall, almost as tall as this building. This house is built directly in the middle to try and get as many people passing by it as possible. So, any other things that you want to cross off your list for this conversation? Not
Where is Ikar at the moment?
I imagine his conversation with Bazaar would be wrapping up, and as soon as Bazaar leaves the table with his brother, he would stand up from his
Oh,
chair
okay.
because you can see in from
Be
the balcony window.
okay. Before he leaves, I'm gonna like tap Gareth and Iris. Like, I'll show you what it means. He's like you can technically sort of see it from his face. I'm not sure. And I walk up to Ikar.
If you're paying very close attention to his face, as soon as he hears somebody approach, he puts a smile. He makes sure he's got a smile on his face, and sees Marco, and it does. His smile kind of his face kind of blanks for a second, like ever so slightly. If you and then it goes strip, and then the smile gets even bigger as he
Uh,
like he remembers. Ah, right, smile. Okay. Lady Consuela, can I help you?
yes. My lord, I would just like to ask. May I talk to Gruella later? There are just
Well,
a few things that a lady, well, me and Iris might need later.
of course. You could probably also get such things from any of the other maids. It's Grell is simply the one in charge of them all. But if
I
you prefer
see.
to talk to Grella, fair enough.
Well, she seems to be very welcoming, and she's one of the first maids that we were able to talk to. So I feel quite comfortable with her.
It's fair enough. She's she's certainly more welcoming than Linda. That's
Hmm.
that's the receptionist, by the way.
I see. By the way, I'm like positioning myself so where like Noel and Orchid can see like Icar's expression.
Yeah, maybe
Sounds like
just
they're talking.
yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot to mention you got a haircut. It is very charming of you.
I when things get busy, I don't really have a chance to cut my hair properly, so it'll just go on a little long, and it didn't feel right to leave it that way. If you'd
Mm,
come just a day later, it would have been cut, and I wouldn't have had to embarrass myself like that. But you'll probably see me embarrass myself more anyway. So no harm, no foul.
well, yes. I guess we will be seeing each other quite often. Eh,
Uh,
anyway, that's
and he pauses again. And for that, like, uh, that, it's more like surprise than anything else. Like, yeah, of course. Um, please make yourself at home. If you need anything, we can. I can try my best to acquire it. I usually research what people would be interested in and have that brought in, but since you've kind of surprised me today, I'll be spending some of my day doing that.
it's all right. We can take our time.
I'll be in the house
We
if you need me.
we do have, yes, we have a lot of
Enjoy your stay.
years to do this thing. And I like
Hmm.
smile politely. Excuse me? And I go back to like uh Noel and Orchid. And I look at them like,
During
did you see that?
yeah, okay. Yeah, when she says this, during that entire exchange, Noel has serving and trying to clock any suspicious. Did he clock suspicious during that entire conversation in
Nothing
this
suspicious at
guy's
all.
demeanor?
His attention was completely on Marco the entire time, except for when he was asked questions, and he was like, person, like he went through his thoughts and retrieved information, and then went straight back to talking to Marco. Good. Nothing suspicious.
All right, let me reiterate. Maybe not suspicious. Suspicious is not the word I probably was looking for. What was the
Suspicious is
vibes
no.
between them? Sorry, play that. What's the vibe check?
I don't.
What a vibe check
I might
them,
be a
like
little
the
too
vibe.
autistic to give you a vibe check, but uh,
Fair enough.
or, like Ikar generally is Noel's seen a lot of type of people, and Ikar seems like the type of person that's focusing a lot on the other person and trying to make sure they're having a good time. And as you can also tell, he cares a lot about saying people's names right and remembering details about them. The longest pauses were whenever he was talking about somebody else. Else, uh, vibe. He definitely isn't sure how to interact with Marco. Like he's very used to talking to people, and he just
So
isn't sure how to
uncertainty.
talk to Marco. Yeah, I'd say that's the closest thing to a vibe I can give you. If you, other than because I don't think a
No,
vibe
no,
can really be
that
determined by one person.
that's good.
That's definitely what his face is saying,
First.
and the blanks seem to be like disbelief. I'd say that's the main things I could give you. With your high perception score as well, you can see those brief moments where his smile cracks. And it's like, this is actually happening.
I think that what I'm getting is
OMG,
that
I am
generally
dispersing.
I think Mako's general existence near him is just catching him off guard. He didn't get a chance to
I
prepare
am
for
sensing
it.
the exact exactly. I feel like even if he was prepared for her coming, I her and have interaction with her, knowing the details that we do. I think that is what's putting him off. This is what is making it scary for him. It's like, oh, this is the reality now. It is happening. This is real. This is not just a this is the thing that was done on paper many years ago before some of us were old enough to even remember shit, and it is reality now. It is happening. Oh, I feel like that feels like this is the vibe here, at least.
Yeah, that's very much the vibe, and he's not sure how
Right.
to feel about it.
Yeah, that's
And Gonzalo
exactly. This
is
is I feel like
zeroing
Noel
on
also
this.
catches this. I feel like Noel zeroes in on this, but he doesn't
One,
immediately say anything.
I'll give you one little thing.
in
If you announced to him, yeah, I'm just gonna. Even if you had announced to him that you were coming, he would have reacted very politely, been like, "Oh, thank you for coming." In the response letter, he'd never actually think you'd show up. He'd be like, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you in brackets.
It's
Even
all
though
a
And
part
then
of
he's
his
just like, oh
imagination.
shit!
Even
I was
though
like,
you're
oh,
real.
we
definitely
are
not
gonna come
coming.
this far. And then
The fiance
and then the
is
next day she's just
real.
right on his door and just like, oh fuck! I thought it wasn't happening this soon. I feel like I think Noel definitely claims it. He's like, I think I know what this is, but he doesn't really want to say it
He has,
when Ikari
yeah, he has no,
still.
he has, yeah. There is whether he has positive or negative for that's completely. He's not at that stage yet. He's currently at the bargaining stage. Like, oh, this is actually happening.
He's
Yes,
going
yes.
through the stages of denial.
Discombobulated.
He's just like, oh, maybe it's like maybe things will be different. We're not there yet. We can still bargain.
Yeah.
We can talk this through.
He's gonna go to his office and sit in silence for a bit, and then she's gonna show up, and he's like, "Oh my god, you're still here!" I mean, hi.
Yeah, he's gonna be like he's not.
Hi.
He doesn't think negatively of this. He doesn't think positively of this. It's just like I never thought this would actually
Not
happen.
certain.
I
He
thought
said
we
that-
would. I
he
thought
said
we
that
would get married from a
equilibrium was like-
distance or some shit. I didn't think we'd actually meet.
Yeah,
You're
I
married
send
from a
you the ring
distance.
through mail.
that was it's exactly like we're married on paper, but we don't have to see each other. We're just being each other's lives, and he's just like,
Yeah,
oh
the
shit,
real.
she's here. Oh fuck, all my plans.
Yeah, that's
And she's gonna
exactly what's
stay.
happening.
Yeah, no,
So
I
he's like, how do I treat this person? So am I allowed
So
to
is
treat
that
them
what?
uncertainty state. Oh
person?
no.
Yeah. Am I allowed to treat them like a normal person? Is there some rule that nobody told me about? I don't know what I'm meant to do here. That's
How
very much what is happening.
do you treat that person? What? There was no rule book situation. They did not prepare me for this. What do I do? No, Noel, 100%.
How
He
to
needs to
teach
pick up the
your
romance
fiancé
novels.
He knows
well
exactly.
101. Error 404 not found.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no.
Behavior for nobles does not apply. Nobles are not fiance. Fuck. Default to noble reaction.
What
He
is
needs some
noble
books,
reaction?
romance books.
You don't know what his noble reaction is.
Anyway,
Yeah, I know, that was
is that
Rice.
what like
That was Rice.
Noel?
Noel
That's what like Noel says.
wasn't a noble when they met them, so they also haven't seen his noble reaction.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I guess you could base it a little bit off what the brief interaction you had with him when he was in Cyril's Gate, talking to the Earl. That was a very brief conversation, though, and you can tell as soon as he was done saying the business part with the Earl, he switched straight to the non-noble person and asked them question, and he basically ignored Frederick the whole time, who is also noble. So you could get that he treats nobles very politely, but he talks more to regular people when he's not entertaining them.
So I feel like it's easy. You don't have any pretenses to keep up with normal people. Yeah,
There's
I
definitely a lot
assume
of
Noel
details about how
clocks
he
that.
interacts with nobles that you don't know, but you have an inkling of that now that you've seen it twice, and it's hard to tell how much of it is
Mhm.
fiance and noble. But it is
Noble
Mhm.
fiance.
those two different things are colliding and confusing the hell out of him.
Mhm. That's about right.
There we go. The
Yeah, Noel
complexities
just kind of
of
looks at
Ikar's
Mako. Yeah, Noel does not try his best not to convey too much with his expression. But there is certainly a look. There is a stupefied look in his eyes when he looks at Mako. Like, I have to be dealing with? Really? Is he asking help with? Really? His
Yes.
eyes, because he's
But
not. Well, just kind of
So
blinks.
Noel's current expression is, "This is super
The interaction
obvious.
that
How did you
happened.
not clock this?"
these are two inexperienced people. That's the
Ah.
thing.
God,
Hmm.
he's
Orchid is
oh
just
my
going to
God,
say
help!
he's the love guru, Noel, dealing with his ex. And his fiance. His ex's fiance.
Wednesday. Let's
Does she
go.
say that out loud?
No, of
I
course
think
not.
That
She's
is
not,
my
not
tea.
that bit.
The Orchid
That
says
the
it out loud.
Orchid does not have weird fan theories like that. That's weird. She doesn't have
Orchid
that.
doesn't know anything about. Orchid hasn't been with you guys traveling this whole time. If anybody had fan theories, it would be Bizarre.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's
but she
true.
I wouldn't be
Absolutely.
surprised.
but she will say just straight up. He's like, "Oh no." She's gonna say to Mako, "I don't know. I think your fiance is just weird when it comes to you." That's it. Just straight up.
I almost
And
am.
Mako
He's
looks
just a
even more
little weird.
confused.
Well, it's just like.
But maybe
the
that's normal.
first time I cannot actually agree with you, Iris. Probably the most normal thing I've ever experienced in my normal everyday life. Which is
Thanks.
lot.
I guess.
This is the most normal thing that's ever happened to Noel.
We've gone through so much trouble. Now it's
I mean,
romance
by
stuff.
comparison,
Weird.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
he's like, this is the most normal he's been in like the few weeks. It's like,
Past few
you
weeks is
know,
the most
this is
Especially
not
just last night.
Couple
He
of
was
hours.
chilling with his daddy.
hours.
Yeah, this is the most
Yeah, it's like,
normal.
what
This is the most
happened a couple
normal
hours.
dynamic or interaction I think Noel has had since they were born, probably.
Coming
You were born, you were held as a
Mhm,
baby, and then nothing was normal again.
Oh
out the
no.
womb
You
was the
Came
most normal thing.
out of the womb and nothing was normal. It's
Yeah,
so true though.
as
It's like
soon
he
as you
came
were put in a crib,
out of the womb and
you were
nothing was
separated
ever
from the
right
rest of the
anymore.
cribs, and you're like,
This is weird.
It's not
Days since being normal.
weird, but I
Reset to
vibe.
0.
It's been 0 days since I've had a normal.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Oh well, this is day one.
Sure. And it's been 1 day since normal. But yeah, definitely
For
Noel.
now, until nighttime
Noel is
comes.
definitely just
Something.
That's true. Noel is just conveying his confusion and his stupefied feelings to Mako with his eyes. Like, is this the shit you're asking me stuff about? Really? I don't think it should be that. It's not that deep, bro. That deep.
But it is that deep. It is.
And Mako is just staring back like,
It
tell
is.
me
It's
because I
candy.
am confused. I don't know this. This is not foreign.
So he kind of just a little bit and just like, I will tell you the rest of this conversation later. Not it would be rude to do this in the presence of your fiance. Ikar has not left the room yet, so he doesn't say anything.
I mean, he's leaving, I think.
Yeah, I
He's
think he's
walking out.
leaving.
Noel wants to be 100% sure he's not in the room, or at least within 30 feet of them to have this conversation. Man feels like he needs to lay
If
out some
Orchid call him,
truth bombs here. It's just,
if he heard Orchid call him weird, I'd feel bad because he'd feel bad probably. He's like, "Oh, I'm weird," but great. That's awesome.
being weird's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he would think that.
Okay, I am
I mean,
back.
what is normal?
If
Oh,
What's
welcome
happening?
back.
if you're
I had to point.
someone who has some low self-esteem like this guy, you'll probably think being weird is a bad thing.
I don't think he has
Yeah.
esteem issues. I don't think he's at that point. I think he's just. This is just he just does not really know what to do with this situation because this was not a situation to deal with. This is not an everyday situation where the fiance you had on page only shows front door and is in and you have to entertain her and her other guests and you're just like, mind-boggling. Is this what the
How did we
situation?
He
get
just
to
cares about the
self-esteem
opinions of
issues?
others. I called him weird. I
that's
was
fair.
saying that I think he would feel bad if he heard Orchid call him weird. Probably.
Oh, but yeah, like is the
Weird
car
is
still like 30
subjective.
feet? Within like
I'm assuming
in
you
the
went
room?
back out to the balcony to talk,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the balcony is
yeah.
outside of the silence area, so he can. So I'm
Oh, he
assuming
can't
after you
hear.
started talking to your people again, and
Yeah.
you would have stepped out of the silence bubble for a second to be like, if that's all you need from me, I'll be in my office.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's what would have happened. So
Enjoy your stay, and then he would have went to his office to try to find some more work to do.
yeah, so I'm like looking at Noel. Well, he is in his office right now.
Indeed he is, my lady. Indeed he is.
Share your
Oh,
thoughts?
what? You want to do it now? Oh, really?
Well, yes, we can't be in the same room
Well,
later.
You could go into the room of silence and talk about it.
that's fine. Not like
When
Noel has
nobody else
any
is in there.
secrets to keep here.
For real.
No one
I
has
think
any
what you're worried
secrets
about
ever.
not something to be worried about, really. His lordship is simply experiencing the highs and lows of what it's like to a relationship and meeting the person that you are betrothed to and will soon be, well, entangled with in many ways than one expected. And your sudden arrival here, no less, may have caught them off guard. That is probably where the confusion and the blanking out stems from, really. I feel as though it's not that complex, though. He seems to be the type that simply does not understand how to deal with you. If that makes any sense.
I see. So we are the same at the moment.
Yes, you're
Anyways,
both virgins, unfortunately.
and I hit him with my fan. Don't be so uncouth.
You said to speak my mind, and I did. I did not expect you to reprimand me, so I will keep my mouth shut then. and makes zipper motions. It's like,
Apologies,
Orchid
I
did laugh a
forgot.
little, just a little.
And like, oh right, what are your plans for later? Are you going to sneak off in the night?
Noel just kind of giving. You think so little of us. But Noel suddenly turns and looks at Orchid when he says that. You think so little of us, my lady. It's not as though we're the type to just sneak off into the night without a word, you know?
Yeah, we
Better
talk
than
to each other
that. Isn't
first.
that right, Iris? Indeed, we communicate.
Yeah,
We thoroughly communicate our
and then
intentions
do
very
it.
clearly and plainly. Yes.
Mm-hmm. It's a step-by-step process.
Speaking of sneaking
We're
off,
not
where
entirely
is
sure.
Bizarre? Did you see him, Iris?
Huh? Say that
Bizarre.
again?
Oh, Ibu, how's Bazaar doing?
He's doing great. He's living his life. He's got
Aw.
a wife
Stuff in his
and children
pockets.
now.
What?
He got married.
Wow.
Many children.
Wow, what happened?
And his
Beautiful
children
life.
as
Children.
well.
It's a beautiful
He's
life for
starting a
him.
new clan.
Yeah.
What,
So
what
for
about it?
Bizarre, uh, before leaving the room, I wanna close my eyes and see if I can detect the necklace, knowing that there is a divination blockage inside the room.
So just to check, last time we saw the necklace, first Orchid had it, and then they threw it in the room with the teleporter, correct?
I'm pretty sure. I
I
don't
think so.
remember
Yeah.
exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was like stuffed in a pot somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere
And
like a
and
box
It
or
would
something.
it
I
would
don't know.
lead you down into the cellar, and then you'd lose track of it. Without, did you put it in a pot?
somewhere I put it in somewhere for it to be hidden.
Are we gonna have to
Somewhere
review?
down
Are we
there.
gonna have to review the because you were not very specific with where you put it.
I mean, I may have been then. It's just right now. I don't remember if it was in like a crate or like a potted plant or something. I don't remember.
It's just in the same room.
It's in the room.
Is it just on the
Just
floor?
no. Like I said, I definitely remember we put it somewhere for it to be
Somewhere.
hidden.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
there
either
and hidden in a
a
thing.
vase or a box.
Yeah. A barrel. I don't know. Just somewhere in
Yeah.
there.
Those camping quarrels, kobold chasing into the kobold outpost, introductions in the outpost, coasting through the lower left quadrant, turning the corner, flowered turmoil. It's either Lawson entry or flowered turmoil.
So
Ooh.
like Bizarre right now is like looking for the
Oh, it might have
necklace
been the second
mentally
one.
or
He's
physically.
First I want to test out the divination blockage inside the
Oh,
room,
okay.
and yeah,
So you've probably gone down to the cellar at the very least.
that's Orchid or that's.
You.
Oh wait, no,
Orchid's
I'm
no.
still just testing if the divination works. Cause remember he blocked or he turned off or deactivated the divination inside the room. I want to see if
Yeah.
I can do the divination outside this room.
As soon as you leave that the dining area that he had the gems around, divination works.
Awesome. I
Mm,
have two things that I could try. So first, I want to test out where the I want to know where the necklace is if it's still within the vicinity, which you did confirm that it's under the cellar.
It would be in the cellar if they hid it well enough that they didn't move it. So I need to figure out how well they hid it.
Ooh.
It
So the
was so
first roll of
long
tonight is going to
ago.
be a retroactive roll to see how well you hide the thing, because you weren't specific enough. And it's going to
Mikey.
be entirely luck.
Go, Mikey!
But on my
Let's
luck, I
go. Let's
wasted it
go.
again already. But okay.
Give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
We're good
I'll
at
take
this.
it.
We're the next gang.
Dex scan.
Frick. Okay. Let's see what we get.
Wait, do you have advantage?
Oh,
Come
13.
on, with advantage?
I'm not giving you advantage for this because it's not.
No!
Well,
That's worse.
it was either a 2 or a 6. They're both low, +7. So it's like
9. It's 9 or 13.
Okay. I'll say that you can retrace its steps before somebody else attuned to it.
Oh no.
Oh, but you found it.
So yeah, there was somebody in the somebody. It was in the cellar. It got picked up at some point, taken upstairs into this area. Yeah, and then was sneaked out one of the well, snuck out one of the windows into an alley.
This is happening right now?
No, this is your way retroactively following
Oh,
the
okay.
trail a little bit left.
I whisper
Uh,
under my breath. Oh, beans.
and then it was carried through a pathway under the underground that you weren't aware of. So there seems to have been some passage underground. And then it stopped moving at some point, and then you lost track of it completely. So somebody attuned to it after finding a
Okay,
place to stay underground.
so I'll remove it in my inventory now. Okay, that's good to know. I'll let them know later. But while I'm scouting, I want to know where I could go to the cellar without nobody noticing. That way, later at night, we could
There's two
call.
ways to. There's the way inside next to the kitchen, which staff use a lot, and then there's the passageway outside, which is hidden behind the stables around the
Ooh,
front.
okay.
So people would probably see you leaving the house, but then they probably wouldn't see you go into the cellar.
Yeah. I
Or
just want.
sneak out the window, and then you could get to the stables without being seen, unless you roll bad.
It's fine. I can cast pass without trace, but I'll probably do it later with the others. So maybe later at night. The second thing that I want to do is I would like to cast pa-pa-ra-pam, locate object, and I want to track the copper bowl. So I know that the brass bowl is being held by a car, and the
Mhm.
copper is being held by the kobolds. So I want to track the copper one to see if it's within the vicinity, if the kobolds are around our area.
Yeah. Sorry, that went down wrong.
Hmm?
I should have chewed that more. Jeez. Locate object. Yeah.
Yep. Since this is divination, that's why I want to check the divination blockage if it's only within the room or for the whole manor.
Spell can't locate an object of any thickness of lead. Even a thin sheet blocks the direct path between you and the object. So it just comes up blank.
Damn it! So they're keeping it so I won't figure out whether it's around here if they're
It
keeping
doesn't
it
say
some.
what it gives you, if it's out of range or
Yeah.
blocked by a thing. So I'm going to assume it's the same block. You just cannot detect it. It only gives you the direction, and it's not giving you a direction.
Hmm.
I
Well,
imagine it's an uncomfortable feeling, searching out endlessly for in the next 1,000 feet of you all at once, and then all of the information coming back at once being blank. It's
like staring at the darkness. Okay. Well, at least I tried. For hurts. Eh. Well, I already know ways to go to the cellar, and I can't locate a copper bowl. So next step is probably gather up the others, sneak in at night, look for tracks, and we'll see where it goes. I'm a good
okay.
tracker.
So this Bizarre just gonna walk around aimlessly, so he can be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm interested in stuff." Yeah.
Go break into
Ooh.
Leon's room and accidentally find him there and chat.
You
Leon!
could, 100%.
Is Bizarre
A
interested
private
with him though?
audience.
I mean, Bizarre already likes the king better than this guy.
You haven't met him yet. You're gonna walk into his room with all his silly little
Paintings.
paintings. Uh,
Bizarre isn't fond of paintings, I think. Fine, I'll try to sneak
A
into
small garden.
his room. I'm gonna peek and see what he's doing.
As soon as you open the door, you know you make it open it really quietly without any sound. Sound, you know you've done a good job, but he immediately turns around. Turns around. You know I'm a divination wizard, right?
Actually, I don't.
Well, so you're not here to find me. How can I help
to
you?
rob me.
What was the question?
How can I help you?
Well, the Lord of the Manor told me that I could explore the manor, so exploration led me here. So what you doing?
Well, music would go out of range now. No. I'm painting. It's
Ooh, what you
what I
painting?
enjoy. Sorcerer, I'm about to run out of some paint, so I'm gonna collect some more flowers for my garden over here. But you see, they've taken one of the few rooms with a window, and they keep it closed so it doesn't affect the paint, but they have it half open to get to some of the plants.
Neato. So you like painting, but the Lord of the Manor asked you to do some magic stuff around this area.
Yes. You want to sit down?
Sure, why not? And
Yeah.
I hop
He, de-
on and I have my feet dangling
he
on my
casts
seat.
a Tensor's floating disc. You can sit in there.
Ooh, yeah, fancy.
Booga booga.
Oh, hey, since you're fond. Wait, are you actually fond of
And he
doing
uses
magic
telekinesis.
items?
He uses telekinesis to pull one of the chairs near close to him. What? Sorry, what was that?
Are you actually fond of making magic items? Because I know someone who's actually very fond of doing those things. You probably should meet him.
He's like, you know someone who's fond of making magic items.
Yeah,
They
pretty cool
must be.
guy too.
They must be. They must be at least adequately skilled to make magic items casually. But I have no interest in the activity itself. I'm simply good at it.
Then what exactly are you doing for the Lord of the House then?
It's work. I'm not. I don't do it because I enjoy it.
Oh, I see. That's
That's
fair.
why I'm painting.
But why choose to work here? Am I
Um.
asking too many questions? Am I bothering you?
No. Choose to work here. Like, you don't get many opportunities to speak with a champion druid. So, and I figured that would be useful for learning how to better attend to my garden.
Ooh, I actually heard of this druid.
Yeah,
What's
John Shea.
their? Oh yeah, that one. Uh,
Yeah, they're the champion of the water god, so they're quite skilled. I believe they're at least over 500, 600 years old. So,
Those balls.
feels like everyone's very endearing to this druid. Do you know how long the Lord of the Manor is having deal with this druid?
what, Ikar specifically?
Yeah,
Since he was like 10. The,
10
the
years
fa-
old. He's already talking for how to lead this whole county.
uh, I'm gonna give him a history check because he doesn't really care about this topic. So it's just whether he happens to remember or not. 10. I think he started younger. That's
Wow!
that's just when he contacted the druid.
By his own accord, or did someone ask him to do it?
Well, he's in charge, so
That's wow. That's actually surprising.
what's
I
surprising about
wonder.
that?
I don't know, for someone that young to do something for their family.
Oh, his
Bizarre
parents were dead by then,
slowly
so it was
fades
discounted.
his eyes.
His family was dead by
Uh,
then, so it was not for his family.
oh, I see. Huh. I feel sorry for him now. Boy, is that
To lose
rude?
one's family at a young age is not pleasant, but sometimes family isn't pleasant anyway.
I hear you.
Oi!
Not you. You're one of the best person that I know. I high five my brother.
Hey, blocks your high five, headbutts you, and then hugs you.
Hey.
The hug turns into a suplex.
Ah! That cannon
No.
down. You just got justice, bro.
We wrestle in front of Leon.
Well, it seems some people do have good family situations.
How long have you known the Lord of the House?
Not long. He only managed to contact me recently. I've only been here 10 days, maybe less. I
Is
still
it
haven't had a chance to meet the druid. He should be on his way.
wait, the druid is coming here?
Yeah, it will take him a while though.
Is it all right to ask why would the druid be coming here? Do you know
Ikar,
what's his business?
I asked specifically for Ikar to invite them here.
I wonder why. Huh.
Because I wanted to learn about gardening from him.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's fine. A lot of
fine.
information. I'm just, I'm just. It is a bit weird. I will admit, it is a bit weird of me to bring such an important person down here just to teach me about gardening, but I felt like it.
Privilege.
Man, you really sound like a privileged person, I say jokingly, hearing that knowledge
Ah,
from my twin.
I am I am very fortunate.
Well, this has been a fun conversation. I think I have to go back to my leadership.
I wouldn't say I'm fortunate because of my privilege, though. Enjoy your conversation with your ladyship. Uh, I have a feeling you're not very fortunate yourself.
I am not very fortunate. How can you tell? Oh, right, divination. I still don't know how magic works, to be honest. You probably know a lot more than I do.
No, you just don't seem to understand what fortune is.
You're probably right. I'm just 7. And I walk away.
Enjoy, young one.
Thank you!
Take your time.
And
We
walk
get
back to the group.
he animates objects on like 8 different paintbrushes,
Show off.
and then he was like, "Wait,
Wow.
no, 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 not, not right now." And he cancels the spell and just picks up one.
Is he talking to himself? Is he telling
Yeah, he's,
himself, no, not right
yeah, he's
now?
talking.
Is he
He's
crazy?
talking to the animated objects.
Mm. He's reminding himself not
Ooh.
to.
Okay, sorry.
He's got schizophrenia.
Maybe there are invisible people in that room that I didn't notice. I don't know. Or maybe he's schizophrenic. We don't know.
Schizophrenia is probably caused by magic in this world. Let's be
Magic.
honest.
True. Too much magic can cause schizophrenia.
Just casting illusion magic on yourself, more like.
No. You think you're talking to your patron, but it's actually just talking to yourself.
You think you were a warlock, but you're actually a sorcerer that just keeps casting rage image on
True.
themselves.
Damn.
Turns out you're just crazy. SMH.
Do I want to do something? Well, Ikara said that. What was that? That I shouldn't be making some mess to his office, but he did say that I can't go. I wonder if I can sneak in that while he's not noticing, but probably
There's a
risk.
guard outside of it right now. That's the only place with guards is outside his office, and
I have my brother. He
and
can make
outside
some
the
distraction while I
and
sneak
outside the
in.
gate.
Now we'll do it at night. I'll go back to the group.
Return to the group. Okay. Now, what is the group
Actually,
doing?
wait.
Wait. What?
Uh, I'm wondering if I could introduce like accidentally quotation go to the what do you call that room where the workers are?
What, just the guest area?
No.
Staff.
Where the workers are staying or where they are working.
They're all over the
Staff
house.
area?
They have a break room.
Staff area.
Yeah, the staff area.
It was
Not
I
that
kind of
lounge.
want to accidentally go there, and then is that where the kitchen is located?
The kitchen is next to the staff area. It's behind the dining hall and to the right of the staff hallway.
I want to go to the kitchen because that's where one of the entrance to the cellar is, right?
The one of the entrances to the cellar is next to the kitchen.
Oh, it's just next to the kitchen, so I really don't have to go to the kitchen itself.
You,
Well,
you
in that
don't have
case,
to go.
never.
Never
I'll
mind.
just I'll just check into the cellar, see if it's locked.
No,
Okay, good. I'll come
you
back here
you
later
notice
with
it's more comfortable
more tips.
down there. More comfortable down there. It's less stuffy and warm.
Wait. Do I want to be stuffy and warm? I'm a silver kobold though.
It's not. Everybody else thinks the temperature's fine. It's only you that thinks it's warm. So as soon
All
as you get
right.
down there to where it's cold, you're like, ah,
Ooh. All right. I'll go back to the room, mark my targets, and let the others know what's up.
whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so everybody's meeting back up. Just for the record, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guest rooms. Mm.
What time is it?
It probably is like 2.
Can we? No, we'll discuss this later with the group.
Okay, so the group has reconvened. What is the group doing now? Bazaar joins in halfway through whatever you guys are doing we after you fought. What's Bazaar doing?
There he is.
Hello.
Where have you been?
Exploring, and I walk closer to them, look around if someone's watching or yeah. Hey,
There's a
beans.
there's a servant nearby, but they're not watching. They're just waiting in case somebody needs something.
Hey, there's a situation. We probably should get back or go to a room where we can get some privacy.
I'll go.
Well, there hasn't been a room arranged as of the moment. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to ask Cruella about this. Or the maid over there.
I'll walk
Uh,
towards the Wade.
as you walk towards the mid.
Hello.
Oh hi. I'm Esther. How can I help you?
Um, our ladyship is actually tired from the travel, so is it possible for us to get into our to her room to make sure that
Uh,
she gets some rest?
oh, of course. But there's 7 rooms. Leon's using one of them. You have your choice of the pick. Any other room that you want. Wait, no. There is one that's currently being used by some of the townsfolk, but uh, they usually filter out after a party. Probably
Oh,
recovering from a hangover.
is there like a joint room where we us servants will be able to see, you know, you know,
All the
make sure
right
that
spare.
we still keep an eye to our lady.
We can have one edited to fit what you want, if that's what you require. All the rooms have their own private bathroom, so it was a little difficult to get them connected.
Huh?
Oh, by that point, can I just go off to the side and tell Bizarre? You do know I can't share a room with Gareth and you and Alfred. I can share a room with
I
Iris.
Iris.
I can
Well,
share a
if
room with
that,
Iris,
well,
but
if that's
not
what you
with
wish,
the three of you.
not with what?
Not with the three of you,
Okay,
meaning
no, it's fine.
Alfred, Rizar, and Noel.
As you wish, my ladyship. So, and I look at the maid. Can this be arranged?
We can remove a part of the wall if you really want a room connected.
We just
That's a little too
want
much.
a room where, like, we can see or we can attend to our ladyship right away if she needs it. She needs us.
All the rooms are right next to each other, just not connected to each other.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for the trouble. May I get your name?
I'm Esther.
Esther. Thank you so much.
I'm afraid I won't be here on the nights, as I'm one of the few that live in town. But any other time, I will be happy to help. There is
Of
the night
course.
staff if you need something during the night, though, or you can ask for someone specifically, and they will probably be sleeping in their quarters. Anyone but me.
Yes, yes, of course. You need to get off work.
No, I would love to help, but unfortunately, I have a house I need to get back to on the night. So,
Hmm. Well, thank you very much for your help. We will proceed with the rooms available. And like
Toodaloo.
I'll leave you to them then. And
and I'm just like gonna pat Bizarre on the head like don't ask for too much. We are just guests here. Hmm?
Huh?
already contradicting the fiance.
I'm sorry. I blanked out from it. What was said?
Don't ask for too much. We are just guests here.
Already contradicting the fiance. Jeez.
Yeah,
And this is the bargaining stage.
this is the bargaining stage.
That probably wasn't the right word. I was trying to think of a
In
better one,
denial.
but no, it's not grief. They're
I
in a
didn't
different
say it
stage
was
of
had to be grief.
they're in grief for a different reason, but not no. Anyway, they are shocked. That is for sure. The stages of processing shock, I guess. There you go.
Which is denial.
They've been doing that for a
Yeah.
long time.
They continue to
Sure.
be in denial.
Anyway, like I guess like we what we convene in Mako's room. I guess.
Yeah, that would be suspicious if you'll go to our room.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in
Are
your
your
room.
hands
I'm going
complete?
to tell the group about someone moving the necklace, and it's not within the vicinity anymore, and I'm not attuned with it anymore. Which means if we want to investigate, we probably should investigate later at night because if it's cobbles are more active during the evening. So I suggest we get some early rest. That way we're in full energy later at night. I also found out that there are two pathways entering the cellar, one close to the kitchen and one outside the stables. so we can decide which path to lead later.
So you are sneaking off at night. I look at Noel and Orchid.
Wait, is that
You
not the
cannot look
plan?
at me as though I have. You cannot look at me as though I have any influence on how his brain works. I really
Hold
don't.
on, what? Then what's the
I
point
also
of
This
don't
is
staying
remember
here?
denying this.
Hold
right.
on.
So just so that we're
Wait,
on the same
what?
page. Bazaar wants to
Why are we
sneak.
here?
We are definitely here to investigate, and we will get to this the sneaking part in a second. But exactly, we're trying. Our point here is to find Liam and perhaps the other children. They happen to still be here. Figure out up with the necklace that apparently wandered off all on its own under somebody else's pockets. And anything else to add to the list of things that perhaps needs to be getting done? Oh yes, find information of whether or not the lordship himself is directly related to this issue we are currently facing in. Or perhaps it's
So yes,
just a
I
bystander in this. Who
I
knows?
could find that out.
He did mention
Yes,
that
you
he's
are the
been
dog.
working with some couples, but he did mention who, and he did say he can't talk about that.
Those are
It's
just
business, I
circumstantial
guess.
evidence. We don't really know or what reason or who these kobolds might be, so we can't really just go off on that information as it is. We might have to do,
Is there a way
and
for
his
us to
lordship will
confirm that?
I can go into his office later at night. I could see if he's still awake. I could sneak
most
a
certain
few
will be
glances
awake,
at his
milady.
documents.
Why would you know that? That's Eru asking.
The man is a workaholic.
No,
No,
bro, no, no, don't
no,
do that.
like,
No, we are not going there. No,
what?
no,
I mean, I
Noel
meant that
knows what keeps him up
realistically.
late
it's
at
an
This
night.
person,
office.
no, it's an office, and also this guy is a known workaholic. You think
Yeah,
he'll be sleeping on time?
for
I
real.
genuinely do not think so. Like, no, this is just the common sense. It's like, no, he's not gonna be asleep yet.
That was
He's
a
definitely gonna
joke.
be working
Relax.
on documents. I know.
We'll actually
You
They
call
got
it
know,
defensive because
tell
Don't
the
it's
agent.
defend my.
true. They're defensive because it's true. That's all. That's what it is.
I hate it here. I quit.
Uh,
I quit. Goodbye.
You can't hate it. You secretly
you
love
can't hate
it.
it. You're
Love
No,
it.
I
enjoying
don't
this.
feel anything about it. I'm just like I'm indifferent to this. It's just this is
Uh,
my life now. This is
your
this is
your
my
your
life now.
reaction is just feeding through our
I
yeah,
know, and I'm
yeah,
just
fan,
like, there's nothing I
delusions.
can say or
Just
do
kidding.
yeah,
that will not is
that's
worse.
just
Anyway,
perfect.
it'll make it worse somehow, one way or another. It's just like, you know what? Just give them what they want, which
Okay,
is I
back to
don't
the
know what the
story.
fuck they want.
Anyway, I
So,
can definitely enter his office tonight.
mhm.
We could have a private conversation and I can sneak glances at his documents or keep him distracted there.
Yes,
And you
about
guys
that,
can go off sneaking. Yes?
since you're going to get separated from us, this is what I actually wanted to do with my sigil, is to give it to you. That way you can communicate to us while you are separated. But you took my sigil and give it to the twins instead. So I guess one of you should give the sigil to Mako. Make sure that she knows what's up, and she could tell us if Ikar is being suspicious.
I need
So we could
permission. Remember that?
permission.
You can't transfer use of the
Oh, that's
sigil without
right.
permission.
You can call
We have
you can call
the
Diction
boss.
right now.
Then you'd be
Well, one of
using
you
Or I
could.
could, or I could simply just message her. Ain't that hard?
Yeah. No, 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 no. If you're going to message her, that's only one way. We could just tell her what we're doing, but she can't tell us
No, yeah, they get an
whenever.
automatic reply. All long
yeah.
distance communication
No, no,
spells
no, no.
give a reply.
I mean, if something's up with a car, she can only
Marco would not be
communicate
able to
us
send
if
a
Noel
warning.
is. Yeah.
Well, that's
So
the
it
thing.
should
Like,
be
I
it should
don't
be it should be Mako who has the message spell, not Noel. So
like.
she could
I'm
warn
saying
us.
this
Table to
as Hera,
message.
but like right now, Mako is taking the gamble that Ikar is not involved in this situation.
Ooh.
She,
She and
so I
Noel
don't think you need to be worried.
have had exactly. She
Yeah.
wants to defend her fiance. Noel's just like, we don't know anything,
That's
so
fair.
it's okay to assume that everybody related to this issue until proven otherwise. So if
So I
anything,
guess we're
her going
going
without
blindly later without giving us warnings.
well, it's not like exactly we're known to be great planners in this case. When has a plan ever gone well for us? My point.
Yeah. Uh,
You
no.
successfully attacked that outpost.
Yeah.
Yeah. After Philip was minor hiccup.
I think the beginning of plans
Nice.
usually go right. The beginning of them.
Well, it's better to be a little bit more flexible this time around, especially since we're not really sure what to react, especially when there is a there's alien touch. You never know if the
Well,
walls
if
have
you're
eyes or ears.
I
Indeed.
look at Mako and say, if you're going to be defensive about your future husband, is it all right for us to skulk his properties? Because you know that we're on a job,
I know, but
and
that
I
doesn't
would
mean
really expect it if you wouldn't be able to join us. After all, this is our job. But knowing that you're part or you're defending the owner of this property, well, what I'm trying to say is that you're not going to snitch on us, are you?
no. If I
Okay,
did, then the children would be in danger. Isn't that what we're trying to avoid?
that's very mighty of you. I appreciate it.
I may defend my fiance, but that does not mean I agree with kidnapping children and using them for some strange ritual. I have a brother
Well,
of my own around the same age. I would not want to see him go through that.
well, that's what we're trying to figure out. If he's actually working with the kidnappers, and I really appreciate your cooperation with our work. So I do suggest that we take some rest and let's hope for the best later.
All right, I shall wait for Gruella to come to my room then later. Well,
And
you guys get a
I,
rest.
yeah, I look at Joel and signal my brother to step out of the room.
Yeah, the visual arts thing is the rooms. You can't have the ones that are marked red. But the one on the right's Leon's, the one on the left's not a room, it's a bathroom, and the one above that is a utility closet.
Oh.
Mm.
So the other
Let
6 are
me
your
just
options,
stop.
and one of them may have been recently used by a drunk townsfolk. Well, city folk.
City boy.
The one closest to the dining hall is the bottom right one, and Leon took that for himself.
You
Which
know
one's
what?
the
Fair.
closest to Icar's office?
The closest one to Ikar's office is the top left, and the top right's basically the same distance.
Okay, then
To get
we should be at the top left
to
right
get to his
now.
office, you have to get to the second floor, and the stairs are both to the left. So left,
We
and
get.
the only way to
Where are we
exit
staying?
is from the bottom up. These rooms. Pick your rooms.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't pick the
Guest
X's.
rooms. Yeah.
I would
Mako
assume
is
that we
staying
would
at
have to take
the
the top left.
yeah.
Then
Okay,
I
so
would
Margot,
suggest
And
we
if
go
take
top
the
Rooms
room
left,
top left.
across it.
Yeah,
top
across
right.
it. If it's go time, Noel can just send a message to Orchid or Mako, whichever.
120 feet.
Yeah, that's well within range.
Also,
All right.
Noel still has the spindle, right? With minor pass without trace.
I have one of that. Remind me again where I got this. I feel like I do not remember some of the things that I should be
It
having.
It was
it's
on me.
what
originally on
we
Goomba.
got from the it's from Goomba. Oh wait, we
I think I
gave
still
it to
have it. It's
Goomba?
just
You took it off
didn't
Goomba,
we not?
but it was
Okay.
on Goomba
So
for
Noel
most
has
of the
it. Okay.
Yeah, okay. It's just not written in my things. But yeah, I think I should
Is
have
it
it.
written in Bazaar still when it was on Goomba?
It was written on Goomba's thing. Yep. Riding saddle, half high, blah blah. Oh wait. Yeah, it's plus 5 stealth bonus for 60 feet. Creatures have
It's
disadvantage in perceiving you.
the reason it's been given to Noel is because the the area of effect gets bigger the larger
The
the
bigger.
object it's
Yep.
placed into.
I'm thinking of
Uh,
handing it over to Tofu, but whenever I this
Tofu's a
what do you
little
call
bigger
that?
than Noel.
Yeah, but whenever I make him disappear, all of his equipments will drop. So I really can't give it to him every time. So someone has to hold it. And if we're doing a stealth mission, I don't think I should be summoning him.
You can just tell him to stay in the room.
No,
watch the
he'll be
room.
lonely.
Make sure
He will
no
be
assassins
Laying-
come and assassinate us.
Or he could like
Sleep in the
wait,
bed.
does Tofu have sort of like telepathy with Bizarre?
You
We're
should,
basically
right?
the same person.
Sure, why not?
Oh,
Then
you can.
why can't he give Tofu to Mako and she can
It's
bring
It's a
him
possible.
as
big
I
boy.
I don't want him roaming
oh, it's a
around this
big
area,
boy,
especially there's the kobolds
right?
sighting.
I forgot he's a big boy now.
Yep, he's a big boy
He's
now.
not. He's not itty bitty. He is big.
I wouldn't say he big, I say he big.
I'm going
Look,
to keep him
Big
inside
dog.
my horn.
Oh,
That way I can summon him whenever I need him.
fair enough.
You could do that when he wasn't in the horn as well, though.
I know, but he'll be lonely.
Lonely
He's
big
staying
dog.
with me.
So he's only staying in the horn right now, so you
Sure, this
can
is
be more
Yep.
stealthy.
Yep. So you hold on to the spindle first, and you might need it later. I'll back you up with additional pass without trace.
Oh,
So
If we're
that's
going to
Noel's.
if we're if we're going to rest now, will it be a long rest or short rest?
It's up to you guys. It's
I
it's afternoon right now, so it'd be a very early night.
yeah. We could. we could around get quote unquote errand by our ladyship to we can look for the necklace first if you're curious about that, because I think it's easier to do that
It might be a good
during
idea to
daytime.
sleep now, so you'll be
Yeah.
awake during the
Yeah,
night.
that's what I wanted, to sleep now.
But didn't we already long
Because if we're
rest
going
earlier?
to
The long rest at the beginning of the day. It is now
Oh.
3 in the afternoon.
afternoon,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
mean, we can
siesta
do
time.
that.
'cause-
So
so
like we
that
can
way I
do
can track
straight.
the
That's fine.
location where I had my readings before that tournament canceled.
Okay. Before we long rest though, I'll wait for Joella to come to the room. I'll just
You said you asked for the to be sent over before the night starts. So
yeah.
if you don't go and find them, you'll be waiting for a while.
Sure, that's fine.
There is still Esther nearby if you want to come round early.
Esther, okay. I'll just like talk to Esther then. Uh,
Hello.
like right. Do you perhaps have wine?
Absolutely. Would you like it now?
Because I just bring a bottle and 2 glasses.
Do you have a preference for region and age?
Not much. What does a car like?
You'd like what Igar likes.
Well, this is a way of getting to know my fiance. I
I
don't
can
see anything
bring
strange
you
about
the
it.
glass he usually drinks, but he doesn't drink it very often.
That would be good.
Okay. I'll be right back. Is there anything else you want before I leave?
No, nothing else. Thank
Okay.
you.
If Bazaar's nearby or Orchid, they'll be able to see that they are going towards the cellar.
Mm.
We can snack some wine while we're there.
If we fail whatever it is
Drunk
we're failing, we'll get
investigation.
drunk instead.
Oh
Hey,
damn.
If you're not doing anything, ink while you wait, a few minutes pass, and they will eventually return with a whole bottle on a tray with 4 glasses, just in case you want it. I want to share it.
I'm not a wine person.
And I like take the bottle of wine away from the group after Esther leaves. Like, this is for later.
I think the only person in your room right now would be Orchid.
Orchid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And she doesn't drink.
Don't drink this. I'm going to try and get a car drunk. Let's see if he has a good.
Oh, you sneaky sneak.
That sounds like a great idea.
Well, if he's too drunk and sleepy, I can check his documents. That would make things easier.
Mm.
Before we sleep, I want to talk to Noel. Hey, Noel.
Gareth?
Uh, what are we
Gonna
going to
ignore that.
do? What are we going to do?
Moves right.
as soon as you said Noel, they immediately corrected you for Gareth.
We're inside a room.
They
Doesn't
slowed in it
matter.
just in case.
Whatever. I rolled my eyes. Anyway, what are we going to do with Mako?
We have to do something about her.
I mean,
He asks with a
if
question
we're
mark.
if
unmarked
we're
screen.
going to track the kobold's destination, I think we have to go where the track leads, right? I don't think she should be coming with us, or is that wrong? Because where we're going is going to be dangerous, especially for someone who is special like her. I
But
don't
someone
think
of her status, definitely.
so.
And not a target, by the way.
So it will be a disaster if she gets into our kind of trouble.
Marco is not a target for the ritual, by the way. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
We're
But
aware.
why would a noble go investigating the stuff with us? Although the static sound is back.
What was that? Sorry, I got distracted by the static sound.
Where is it coming from? We're also getting distracted.
It's Mikey's. It's Mikey's.
Yeah, it's Mikey.
Mikey,
We found the.
Oh,
Your
you're the
mic
source of this
doing
static noise.
static.
It's going.
Oh god.
Anyway, yeah. So what are we going to do with Mako? Are we going to just leave her here? Because, she's going to get married with a car anyway. And if she gets involved
Yes,
with our
and
trouble, that's going to be very suspicious.
that would complicate things. That and it would complicate a lot of things. First of all, she's not directly involved in the matter. She only just got involved with those circumstances. But in hindsight, she's not really part of any of our problem. And if anything, this is probably just the issue where at some point we'll have to part. That's just how it is. We can't take somebody
Oh,
like her status with us, which is, I know it's upsetting for you to hear this, but we can't bring everybody we like and want to with us willy-nilly, especially if we're going to somewhere dangerous.
Gimbal!
Gimbal! My first best friend.
But this is just my personal opinion on whether or
It's
not
just
she
my
would like to
personal
continue
opinion.
with us is her choice entirely. So I think that she should come with us, especially to a dangerous doesn't need to or want to, but off chance that she won't assist or help us in whatsoever, regardless of the circumstances. Current, and he makes a vague gesture to the place that they're at, which is low sense territory. Then that's entirely up to her if she wants to follow.
You see
Otherwise,
Bizarre chuckles a little bit and say,
what?
"You're right. Can you imagine someone as dainty and delicate as her fighting big, scary monsters?
I could imagine worse things,
That would
really,
be
that she could be
that would have
fighting
been
with.
fun to
Not
see, though.
call her. I would not
You think
call her
so?
delicate to her get smacked by a fan. That just but how fragile and dainty and lacy that the lady looks probably has a lot more sharper edges than you'd expect. Unexpectedly.
While we're having this conversation, Bizarre slowly closes his eyes, like a dog perches on the floor, waggling his tail, enjoying the conversation until he falls asleep.
Noel senses that this is how this conversation is going, and he entertains Bazaar with the conversation for as long as Bazaar is awake. Eventually, does fall asleep. He knows Bazaar does not like the bed, so he'll just kind of put the blankets over him on the floor, just make him comfortable there.
Oh.
And is probably going to keep himself busy.
Alzek whips
Pat,
the blanket off and curls up next to him. Like, get this shit out of here.
Oh.
I forget that
fucking
there are
hot.
two of them sometimes.
Jeez.
Noel
He's like, you're trying
waits
to
until
kill him.
both asleep
Monster.
again. It's like he'll just wait for both of the brothers, to be completely dead asleep before he does the same thing again. Like,
Alzek snores loud.
this will be a long
No.
few days. Oh, gods above, help me, patience.
Rolls over and like he's got his tail slapping Bazaar on the nose while they're sleeping.
So comfortable.
She's doing the starfish.
God, he's a starfish sleeper.
Yeah.
Noel's probably gonna wander around, the unrestricted areas just to get a lay of the land. Excuse me, hiccups.
Okay,
Probably just
well,
do that for like
first floor.
2 hours, and then come back to
Yeah,
his
the
room and just.
Chance out. Yeah, the first floor is built around the dining hall with the servants' wing on the left, the guest wing on the right, the lobby in between the two in front of the dining hall, and the kitchens and cellar behind. And there is a library connected to the reception, just in front of the guest area. Yeah, that is quite large.
I steal a glance into the library, out of curiosity.
It is quite a library. It seems to have a ladder that connects to the second floor. There seems to be an alternative way to get to the second floor. So there are books piled on high for 20 feet. It's just straight books in every direction. In little areas to sit,
Interesting.
drink tea while reading, and it connects to the dining room as well. If it weren't so big, it'd be a little cozy area, but it has its nooks and crannies to make up for that.
Makes Cemento come visit this place when he's not busy. It is downtime.
Yeah, there are quite a few books in here. Noel would probably recognize it, actually. This place has not changed much, though some of the books seems to have been moved around.
Mm.
A mental note of that. Makes a mental note of that. Not gonna lie, above table, I momentarily forgot that I know some places here. I was like, oh shit, you're right. I should know some places here. Oops. I forgot about that part.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. Are they going to go up to the second floor as well?
Yeah, he'll do it through the library entrance.
Okay. It coils up to the second floor. Then this is just there's basically a balcony that's halfway through some of these 20-foot tall bookcases for people to stand on, with some lattice woodwork to get between them quickly. And one of them has a door matching the one below to get into the hallways of the second floor. The second floor is smaller than the first floor. It's the library connecting the hallways. And how many details did I have for this? There is the there's the path right up to his office and the rest of his area. The main things around here are more living essentials for the family. This is a more private area. There is an entire room just for clothing, which seems to have. You can go into that if you'd like. One thing you notice that is different is that like Noel would have seen the old family area and that it was dusty before, but they have installed a curtain to hide it, so you're not sure if it's gotten worse or better. So there didn't used to be a curtain to block that area off.
I know Will
There's
resists to get curious and explores only where he can before making his way back.
yeah, there is the dress room, which isn't restricted, but it's kind of weird to go through somebody's closet.
He avoids that.
Like it's not. It's only weird in the sense like why are you doing it? Nobody would actually care.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why he avoids it.
There we go. A lot of the stuff up here is, is personal stuff. There is another. But the no. Yeah, most of the stuff up here is for convenience, so I don't really have much to tell you about the top floor. It's just so they don't have to go down to the first floor whenever they need something. Think and don't have to have to search too hard to find entertainment. But if you wanted to find anything else, that would be on the third floor, and that is the only guard you found inside is outside his office, which is the only way to get up to the third floor. The third floor is even smaller.
Noel stops
There is-
exploring once he gets to that point.
Yeah.
He doesn't go
There are
further.
plenty of decorations and such around. None of it is. All of it is. All of the decorations currently are either old and about past people, or, for instance, a recurring figure is Agnar, who seems to have been a very influential but ancestor. That one of them is of the founder, but despite being the founder of the branch family, they seem to be less appreciated. Any recent photos have been taken down of family, at least in this area, with the only paintings that seem to have Ikarin, at least from the area you've seen, about new contracts and achievements, like signing of the treaties, partnerships with this person, some portraits for parties. They don't seem to have anything functional on display, at least not in this area. And that dagger, but that's
Nothing I recall. Nothing I recall, right? All of this is new.
The old stuff you recall, like of past descendants. Some of the treaties and portraits seem to be new.
Well, it's just sort of
You also
Organizing.
notice that there is less family stuff. Like he's kept some of the important ancestors up there, but he has taken a few down. Oh, he's moved
Do I
them
remember
somewhat.
which ones?
Unless you want his entire family tree, no.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm
It-
just asking if I remembered which ones were not there anymore. Question mark?
He's at the very least he's either moved or took down some of his more imminent family members.
Fair enough.
So you might recall that he had there were some recent pictures of some people who were elderly with some with two parents and a child with them, but that one was taken down.
See.
So most of the family stuff has been replaced with friend stuff and business stuff.
Hmm.
They don't seem to care much for valuables, more about memorabilia. As much as I hate to repeat it, the only thing that would be counted as valuable other than memorabilia is the dagger, which also has a sentimental value to it.
It's weird for Noel to be here again in different
Mm.
circumstances. He's been kind of just wandering around by himself and Paul in the entire time reading through his old memories and trying to overlay them with the ones that he's seeing and seeing the discrepancies and the differences. It does not sit well with him. Still being in this situation of not really knowing what he's gotten himself into, how he's found himself back here, and all he can hear in his head is just his own voice telling himself, "I did what I could to leave. How the hell did I end up back here again?"
Assuming with that, you would retire back to the room.
Discord really said eat shit, I guess. Noel's just having a hard time, and he's gonna be like, yep, go back to the room and cut because we got shit to do.
See, being an elf is so unfair.
Shit.
You're getting a whole extra 4 hours of the day, and you live for an extra 700 years? What the fuck is this bullshit?
Don't stop making theories in the chat. Get out of here, chat. Mods ban these people.
Theory might actually be
Mods.
correct.
Banhammer! Banhammer these bitches. Get them out of here.
I am not a tyrannical overlord. Yeah, it's getting late. What do you guys want? When would you guys like to take off after Marco has the conversation, or when you guys start sneaking off?
I
would
have
you like to
personal
wrap
vote that I
up
can
now?
no longer hold on. My head is really starting to hurt real bad now.
Go,
I'm
Beth.
feeling
You
it.
need sleep. You really
Okay.
need sleep.
Gosh.
Do you want to
I'll be
pick up
fine.
next? Should we pick up next time with Marco going to find Gwella?
We can do
Wait, I already
Gorilla.
like got the
Yeah,
wine from
that
Esther.
Oh, so you
So
want
it's
that's all you okay, so Grella would definitely be showing up later and you'd just be like, oh sorry, I wanted wine, but I got someone else to get it for me. Is that what's gonna happen?
Why not?
I guess she'll talk to Growella a little.
Okay, so we'll pick up next time with Marco talking to Grella and
we can
then
do
going to
Gorilla.
talk to Ika.
We can do Gorilla now if it's just a short bit. That way we can go full sneak next
Yeah.
episode.
I
I
can
mean, I
still
don't think
hold
there's
on.
any.
I don't mind.
No, Rice.
You shut up. I
Just
know how
listen to
my
the
fucking health is
recording.
working. Shush, no, I'll be fine. I'll be
Shish.
fine. Since I'm already laying back in bed, it's fine. I can just listen. I'll be fine.
You say that, but you know we're going to talk for a bit after the session as well.
Yeah, for real. So
Fine. But I also need to look at something because unrelated. Lukey, we're not here for
okay.
this, but I got the message back, and I'm not happy to open it, but I gotta.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay,
just
bestie.
listen for a while.
Okay, so in that case, should we wrap it here? And next time, Grella, Ika sneaking.
Yeah,
What?
sure.
I thought we're
I
doing
don't.
Gorilla now.
Oh
Fine,
wait,
we'll do Grella
wait.
now, and
What
then
did
next
the?
time we'll do Ika and sneaking.
Okay, we can do. Yeah. Okay, so Growella
Eventually, you get a knock
comes.
on your door while Iris is asleep and Noelle's tranced and Bazaar's asleep. It'll be almost time for them to wake up, but before they do, you
Okay.
request me?
Yes. I was supposed to ask you for the wine, but Esther has already helped me with it. Um,
Fair
I
enough.
I do have to ask. How
Please.
is the car's tolerance for alcohol?
I don't think he drinks outside of social occasions, but
Ah,
that is
I
a
see.
little concerning to hear. Uh, I hope that you take it easy with him. I mean, he doesn't drink very often.
Yes, I was actually a bit worried about that. After all, I've heard from Iris, who's currently asleep right now, that he does have to do a lot of those things. I was a bit worried for his health.
That's very nice of you. The he definitely warrants worry. He's a bit.
Does he not sleep at night anymore due to work? I've heard from my father that he certainly works a lot, that even his bedroom is placed in his office.
Yeah, he has. There's always been a room for the lord of the house in case they spend too long sleeping and don't want to disturb their partner. But this is the only time that I'm aware of where they've only slept in the spare bedroom. It's a bit worrying, but he's been doing it so long that he just get used to it. Hopefully, he comes back to being how he used to be.
I see.
This is Grella is one of the older servants, so they're older than Igar, by at least like, they're about in their 50s, so they would have been like very well could have been working here when Igar was a child.
This is
Uh,
me, Hera. I'm gonna give a performance of the lifetime as Malcolm. Okay. Mako takes Gruella's hand and like looks into her Gruella's eyes. Like she looks to be the most concerned woman ever. You know, my my father, I remember he told me about how brilliant Ikar was when he was quite young. And actually that was one of the reasons why he approved of this arrangement. I'm really thankful that you guided him throughout all these years.
Uh, oh, she would probably tear up just a little bit to that.
Oh,
Wipe it immediately. That's very nice of you.
No, it is my duty. I know what it's like not to have your parents around, especially a mother. It must have been hard seeing how he lost both of them so young.
Uh, I don't. I want to talk about them. You know, but he doesn't want to. That's the hardest part for me. I don't know what parts he struggles with. I don't want to know honestly. I don't think he'd tell me. But it's been so long since I've gotten to talk about them.
Hmm. Well, we are to be wed. I will do my best to fulfill my part in this.
A random duck
Though I
flies
will need
by.
your guidance.
Of course. You ask me for anything. Excuse, tighter. It's my job to make sure the people who live here are well attended to.
Hmm. Well, I'm sorry for keeping you this long. I did not expect to get this emotional. And she like slowly lets go of Gruella's hand and smiles politely.
She has been smiling for a bit now. Enjoy your evening.
Yes. And I close the door and I get changed into a what is it called? Like a tea gown, I guess.
I know there's an evening gown.
That's done. Not tea gown.
Just
Like
wait,
a
pop up,
oh,
pop up,
done.
girly pop.
There I found a picture. It's kinda like
oh, okay.
like those robes that you wear like and then underneath
It
is your
kind of
like
looks like the
nightgown.
thing you've done in the picture above, but with more color.
Yeah, this one is doesn't have much shape. Okay, that's it for Consuelo.
Damn.
I think that's what we'll call it. We'll pick up next time with
Okay, bye,
Con-
Craig.
Yeah, bye, Quake. Get your ass
Yeah,
out of
big.
here.
Peace,
Get your ass
Greg.
out of here, Quake. And
Bye,
goodbye,
Craig.
O-
He means
OBS.